Yo, what's good guys, it's Ovisq here and we're back with devlog number 3, and in this video we're just gonna do a few things with the UI once again, but it's gonna make a different effect and make the game more higher quality. We're gonna be adding, you know, the money label to show how much money you have, and the leader stats removal so we don't see that anymore, and we're gonna also add like how to leave the negotiation. I had more things recorded but it couldn't make the video, so it's gonna go into the next devlog and I'll see you in the video. Alright, so we're back in the game. You can see this is the updated UI, and I saw a couple of suggestions say different things here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually do that real quick and see if it looks good or it doesn't. So we're gonna pull up the devices. We're gonna go into the iPad Pro because this is what I usually use for, you know, just checking how it looks and making sure it looks good, because a lot of people play on the iPad or similar size devices. So if we go to starter GUI, go here to the shop and actions, and we can see this is the leave shop. So I saw someone say put it right here, like around there. It doesn't look bad. It actually looks not as bad as I thought it would look, but I feel like it gets in the way more, so I think I'm gonna put that back there. Maybe let's see what this looks like on other phones. So that's the iPhone 4S, that's the iPhone 7 Plus, iPhone X. I don't really like the look of this. I think it looks a bit weird. Average laptop, nah, I think I'm gonna have to put it back. So I think we're just gonna have to stick with this because it's you can't really make a big mistake here. And yeah, so what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be implementing the money currency system to show up on here. So what we're gonna have to first do is we're gonna have to import that, and we're gonna put the money stat on a new frame right here, frame, and this is gonna be always showing. This frame always has to show. So we're gonna have to think of a name for that, and I'll call it stats for now. We're gonna have to pull out the iPad for this, just like that. Oh, that's not even the iPad, iPad Pro, right there. And then we gotta get the plugin that we need for this, which is my UI tool plugin thing. Then we add in image label, right? Image label. We're gonna put it in the middle again. Remove the background but not fit parent because the background's not needed. Money.png, money display, we're gonna call it that. Create, and the size of this is 389 by 116. So we're gonna find 389 by 116 right here. 389 116. Oh, that's a bit more than 116. There you go. And we're probably going to be putting this. Alright, so the thing is, that's where it shows the items information. So we can't necessarily put that there on the sides, just like, you know, a lot of simulators do that. They put the gems and stuff on the sides. Obviously, this is like, I could, oh, I thought it would flip over, but I guess it doesn't flip over. I'd have to do that in Illustrator, I'm guessing. So I could do that, but I feel like it wouldn't look good. Maybe it would actually, but yeah, I think we should rock with the simulator style and go on the side. So we just do that. I think that amount should be good. Bring it off away from the side a bit, something like that. So you have your joystick here, you have the deal stuff here. So if we go into deal and we turn it on, okay, so yeah, it's overlapping, so we got to bring this just a bit down right here. I think it sticks out from the side a bit too much. All right, maybe we just have to go with that. And then I think we can start working on the scripting. So you guys are gonna see me script for the first time basically. So now we have the image button. We're gonna call this, oh wait, why is this a button? Image label. Oh my god, we're gonna have to redo this. All right, money display or money count. Yeah, we're gonna call it money count, and then we're gonna add a local script right there. There you go. That should work now. Yeah, there you go. So it works. It works now. So finally we're done with that. It shows the money. We're probably gonna have to get rid of that then, because we don't need this, and I don't think we want others knowing other people's money. It just doesn't seem like it's something needed. Alright, so I'm back. I went to German school and stuff like that, but so we've done this money counter. So what we can do is we can see right here, money counter shown on your screen. We can put that to 2 completed. So that goes there. New GUI system design, that is completed, so we can put that in there. Let's go into our board of things we want to do. So here you can see I added a suggestion where we can add minigames to add some skill aspect to the negotiations, because when you go to negotiate with a buyer, like here you can see right now, for the people that are new to devlog number 3, because this is what I'm recording right now, we go into the game, we call up a buyer, and you can see right here he puts a hair pomade down, for example. What we see here is we can negotiate, and we can just give it out a price. He doesn't like the price, he leaves. And that's all. There's no speciality, no skill aspect. It's just go do your thing and ask a price. So we're gonna add a mini game, and the higher or lower price you offer or ask makes it so that you have a harder difficulty on a certain minigame. And I'm thinking 3 minigames, and they can be random, and then there's 3 difficulties, obviously, because there's 3 price points you can offer. So if we go for the highest gain for ourselves, that means that will be the hardest difficulty, and the easiest is the easiest difficulty, and then it chooses out a random minigame and applies that difficulty to that minigame. So that's what we're gonna probably do. I think we'll leave this stuff for after on, and we'll see what we can add to here, because I'm not sure yet. We can see this is the building. I think you guys saw this in the last episode, but yeah, that's pretty much the building that he's working on, Apple YT. So, okay, you know what? I think what we're gonna do is, when you get into a negotiation, you need some way to back out of it, because maybe you'd like to not negotiate anymore. So I'm thinking, if you go to the deal and bargain menu, and we should probably enable that. So we're gonna disable the shop right now, so we don't see the shop, and then we're gonna go to here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna disable the options menu, because you will not be needing that. Well, we will not be needing that right now. And we're gonna go into the actually the bargain. So we're gonna need a way to somehow back out of the deal or the negotiation. So because if you accidentally click negotiate and you actually don't want to lower or higher the price, then you can leave it. So I'm thinking we just put an X button right here. So we just grab the X button for the other things and we put it here. So that should be all you need, honestly. So if I think I can just leave that there, honestly, because there's not really, it doesn't have to be in the offer section because you're not giving it an offer out. And we have a negotiation handler script where it takes all the buttons from there, which I manually named because I don't know. All right. What we're gonna do is we're gonna disable the bargain visibility and make this visible, and then we're gonna disable that and make this visible. Now what I want to see is also on the iPhone, where's the jump button, because I actually don't know where the jump button is. So yeah, the jump button is actually in the way. So you can see if I click, this is right here. So we might have to bring it up onto the sides here. And this placement doesn't look necessarily good. We might have to bring it higher. And when the person goes into a deal, it lowers down to here, so it makes sense. So that's what I'm thinking. So if we click open, you can see we have to click at the very edge here, and that just doesn't feel right. Okay, so I'm back, and I just noticed something. If you turn the jump power off on, as you can see right here, player.character.humanoid.jump power to 0, it actually disables the jump button for the user on a mobile or any mobile type of device. And I was like, oh, so basically I got some things done with moving around the buyer, negotiate, and X button. And as you can see, this was the new layout, and I'm currently editing this, and I was just like, what if I could disable the jump button? And I just figured out that you could do that. So that's unfortunate. So I'm gonna move everything back, and everything else in the video you'll see is probably going to be not the final UI, and the final UI will be back down here, just like you saw at the start. So yeah, it's just gonna be just like this, like what you're seeing right now. So it's gonna be back to what it was. But let's see. So if we call up a seller, we can see we have 80 bucks. We can also see on the side now, since we've added that this episode. And then negotiate, and you can see we have the X button right there. And if we click that, there you go. We can go back to negotiate or not. And yeah, it's as simple as that, because there's not really much you have to do about that. So let's work on the money thing, because that's what we did this episode, and we should fix it. So we're gonna go into the iPad Pro right here. What we have to do is save this location, this position right here. We need this position. Once we get a buyer or a seller, we get an item in there. So first, local stats GUI equals yeah, we're just gonna copy this honestly, because I don't want to write all that. Stats, and then local money count equals stats GUI dot money count. There you go. And we're gonna find the money counter's position right now, and we can see it's 0.119 0, then 0.534, and then we're gonna copy this, because we're gonna need that when they get out of the deal. Alright, so yeah, we're just gonna have to go here, and we're gonna put the position right here. So when we want the position to where it should be, so what we can do is we can go to the item handler script and do this to copy all these variables, and boom. And then we can go into the iPad thing here, and we grab money count. So keep that there, and now we grab this position that we have, and there we go. We have the positioning for that. So it's 0.085. So we go right here, 0.085, and we copy that, and that should be good. And we can do that the same here. Yeah, this might not be optimal, but it does work, and it's not gonna change the performance at all, basically, because it's nothing. It's just setting the position. And then we have to do that for the leave deal thing too as well. So just right here, and then we also have to grab this variable stuff right here. And then again, lastly, actually not lastly, because we don't need it for anything else. And I think that should be good. So if we test it out real quick, there you go. So it's at the top right now, and it's under the menu, which is what I exactly wanted. Move around, open, call seller, and it should teleport down here. There you go. Look at that. So it looks like it perfectly worked. Now if I click buy, it goes back up. Now we're gonna test that again by calling the seller. I also got the item, you can see in the back. We got bread right here, and I just click leave deal, and it goes back up. So boom. Alright, so that's gonna be the end of the video. It is a 15-minute video, and I did not want it to be 15 minutes. As you can see, I have some type of problem, I guess, with recording videos and keeping it in a shorter length. I try to aim for 10 minutes max, 11 minutes max, but it just keeps going over and over, and it gets too long. So you get what I'm saying? So yeah, basically all we did this video is just add this in, and a few things for like leaving the negotiation. As you can see, I set this in the middle. I actually have some other things that I recorded in this video, but it's getting too long, and it will be in the next devlog for number 4. So make sure to tune in so you can see that. As you can see, like there's already a new script here. You can see that is gonna do some things that will be for the next video. So make sure to like and subscribe, and you know, leave a comment if you have anything on suggestions for you know, this game, PawnBlox, because it's a pretty sick game. I think this idea is a really good idea that I just came up one day with. And yeah, make sure you watch the other devlogs if you haven't caught up with what I've done, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.